Up and down.
My nose is running faster than the rest of me.
The chafing is happening and it hurts. Hello fellow geeks and welcome back to Running Geek Girl. My name is Heather and I am glad you're here because it is time for week 2 of my 5K time trial series. If you missed week 1, I'm going to have a link up here so that you can get caught up with everything that's happened so far. Long story short, I am giving myself 6 weeks in order to improve my 5K PB, and I'm not doing this alone because Susie over at I Run Things is going to be joining me by working on a 5K PB of her own as well. A link to her channel is going to be down in the description, so make sure that you drop by and check out her videos as well. For now, we're going to go ahead and jump into week number 2. Here's how it went.
Okay, so we are on to week 2 of 5K training. Today the schedule calls for a 10-minute warm-up and then 4 repeats of 1 minute at a hard effort followed by a 2-minute recovery. So 4 sets of that and then a 10-minute warm down run, probably a walking cool down after that. So thankfully I'm getting eased into this and the weather is a lot cooler today and a lot less humid, so let's find out what happens. The wind is literally blowing me backwards. And this is just on the warm-up. Oh boy. Okay, warm-up done. And I'm ready to start intervals. 4 of them. Okay. That's the 4 intervals. That was brutal, but not impossible. I'm gonna do recovery and warm down. I'll be back during the cool down run to kind of break everything down. Here we go. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about how that run went. It is cloudy and trying to rain, but the worst thing is the wind, which keeps literally blowing me backwards. It is a very strong wind. The warm-up felt good. The intervals, first 2 were okay. The third just felt a little sluggish. You know, wasn't impossible. And then tried to go all out for the last interval. Thank goodness there were only 4 today. That was probably all I could have handled. Not sleeping well, so that's definitely not helping. I wasn't trying to go by any cadence or pace. I was trying to just go by perceived effort. Once I get home, I'll take a look at my heart rate and just kind of see what that looked like. But I'm pretty sure my glutes gonna be a little sore tomorrow. They always are after a really hard run like this. But made it through the warm down, doing a cool down now before it decides to actually start raining. My nose is running faster than the rest of me. Not bad. I'm gonna follow this up with probably another easy 5K on my next workout and see if I can't just bring the pace up a little bit more than last time. So that's the beginning of week 2. So far so good. All right, we're doing the second half of week 2 of my 5K time trial training, and again, I'm just trying to do a nice easy 5K, but I'm gonna try and pick the pace up just a little bit more than last time to see how it goes. And I'm going to give myself a very quick recovery at the top of each mile. So we're gonna see how this works out. Just an experiment, something I'm playing around with, but let's see what happens. Warm up is done. It is so windy out here, but ready to start mile 1. Mile 1 in 10:12. Let's start mile 2. Mile 2, 9:30. Getting a little worn out, but I'm ready for mile 3. Here we go. 9 minutes and 4 seconds. So let me cool down a little and then we'll break down that last run. Okay, now that I've had a chance to cool down, pretty good run. I noticed during the warm-up I had some pain in my left hip flexor. That went away after about half a mile. I went with what I felt was a little bit faster than a comfortable pace for the first mile. And what was funny was I kept trying to just very subtly bring the pace up for each mile, and I think that worked. I'm getting a better idea of how to settle into a good 5K pace that'll work for me. So now I just got to bring the speed up a little and keep maintaining that pace over the course of the 3.1 miles. I noticed about halfway through the second mile that I was pushing my right hip forward, so I tried to concentrate on bringing that back a little bit, and it felt a little bit better. So now I've got to kind of pay attention to that and make sure that I am not getting my hips out of alignment while I'm trying to run. But overall, not bad, getting a little bit faster. So I've got about 4 more weeks of this till I see what I can do. So let's take it back inside now.
So there you have it. That is how the runs went for week number 2. As you can see, I'm getting just a smidge faster. I don't know if maybe it's my mindset. I don't know if maybe it's the better weather. I don't know if maybe I am actually getting faster and the training's working. I don't know. I'm happy with how things are going so far, making just a little bit of improvement week by week, and I've still got 4 weeks to go. I've got a couple more weeks until I run an actual in real life 5K, just to kind of see where I am at this point. So things are going pretty well. I'm still staying on top of the strength training. Nutrition's kind of up and down, but I'm gonna try and kind of work on that over the next month as well. Some downsides are that I'm still trying to push a little too hard at the beginning and not really pacing myself at first. I'm starting to get a little bit better at it, and like I said, I'm trying to kind of find a good 5K pace that I can settle into and then increase from there. And probably the only other really negative thing that's going on is, since the weather is getting warmer and the runs are getting sweatier, I have been forgetting to put on any body glide. You can see right here, the chafing is happening and it hurts. So I've got to remember to make sure that I prepare for that while I'm putting sunscreen on, getting ready for a run. But beyond that, feeling pretty positive about week 2, and I am looking forward to what week 3 is going to bring. I've kind of peeked ahead on where the training runs are going to go over the next week and stepping up the intensity just a little bit more. So we'll see what happens when we come around to it. So make sure that you are subscribed so that you can keep up with where I'm going in this series. Just hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. And you may even want to hit that bell icon so that you can be notified every time that I upload. You can also follow me on social media. All the links are going to be down in the description. You can find me across most platforms under the name Running Geek Girl. And both Susie and I have been using a hashtag so you can keep up with what we're doing. It's hashtag RGG and IRT Run a 5K PB. So make sure that you're looking for that as well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so glad that you are joining me on this journey, and I will catch you next time. Happy running. But